So what my dad gave me came back and still going back to. Okay, that probably was the one with the mail then. You handled yourself like a real hero at the well. I like your style. I would be honored to make balls for a trainer like you. And I get a lure ball, which helps catch Pokemon that were obtained by fishing. We can't fish yet. Oh wait, we totally didn't get the fishing rod. In Gen 1, the old rod only gives you Magikarp, I do believe. But in this game, there's a few more Pokemon you can catch with the old rod, depending on the area that you fish in. Team Rocket defeated, and the Slowpokes back where they should be. Being slow, yawning all over the place, and potentially making it rain. The gym is open and accessible. Here's our first double battle. It's not. It's still a single battle. Double battles weren't introduced until Gen 3, but there's two opponents at the same time, using one Pokemon. Interestingly, and I didn't know this until I started doing speed choice randomizers on Crystal, depending on which girl you walk up to, they swap the Pokemon. So I believe this one's Ledibah and Spinarak. If you go to the other one, supposedly it's Spinarak, then Ledibah. So they count as two different trainers. But once one is defeated, the other one counts as defeated as well. Which is interesting. Poison powder. Get some poison damage in. And then just tackle. Supersonic, that's an annoying move. Ha! But I had the Bitterberry! Nice. Totally forgot about that. Glad I had it. And Breeze won another battle. Doesn't have great coverage at all, but tackle does decent damage against some Pokemon, and Poison Powder could definitely help against some others. We have Spinarak. So let's send in Flutters. With Peck. Because Peck is good against bugs. Wow. Okay, yeah, critical hit. That explains the one-shot. Goodbye. Our bug Pokemon lost. Oh, what a shame. You're really strong. Thank you. Well, we never talked to this guy. Yo, Challenger! Bugsy's young, but if his knowledge of bug Pokemon is for real, it's going to be tough without my advice. Let's see. Bug Pokemon don't like fire. Flying type moves are super effective too. So this guy gives hints offensively. Like, what should you use? In Gym 1 it was what shouldn't you use, namely grass types. Bug Pokemon are cool and tough. I'll prove it to you. Alright, let's see it. If it's an easy to defeat opponent for Breeze, I tried to make Breeze do it on its own so that Breeze can get EXP that way. Because it's still the least useful out of the Pokemon that's currently on the team. It can't do much on its own. Let's see what his base stats are. I'm not for sure. Oh, bit. 35, 35, 40, 35, 55, 50. 35 base stats. That's... Nah. It's not great at all. early game Pokemon, its speed and special defense are decent. The rest isn't really that good. It's not super horrible for an early game Pokemon anyway, but it's nothing great. I could make use a little bit, I guess, of its special defense stat and its speed, and then poison powder and tackle, and then hope for the best. The gyms are more extensive in the remix, yes they are. Here you just walk around, and it's sort of the shape of a Pokeball with the twins in that position. But on the remakes, there's this little puzzle where you go left and right when you're on like a little spider thing. And Faulkner's gym, you go much higher up in the air. Bug Pokemon evolve young, so they're stronger that much faster. True. But eventually, that does mean that when the others evolve, they are stronger than the bug types. Also, you said they evolve early, but this is not a Kakuna. This is a level 7 Weedle. Heck. Goodbye. That's a Beedrill, though. Peck. I'm gonna guess the middle one's a Kakuna at like level 9 or 10. Probably 9. That would complete the evolution line. Like, could be Butterfree too, but considering they have a Beedrill and a Weedle, I believe the Kakuna makes sense. Yes, it is a Kakuna. I believe it has higher defense than even a Beedrill, just like how Metapod has more defense than a Butterfree, but its other stats aren't that great. And we can take it out easily. There we go. What's a good water type for me to catch? You said you were playing the Heart Gold, right? Let's see. Quagsire's nice, considering you said you like the water starter in Ho, and that becomes a water ground type. Quagsire could be nice. Lapras has a large move pool. Nice stats. Nothing too amazing in a specific stat, although I believe it has pretty good HP stat. But it has a water ice typing and a strong special attacking move pool. So that's something you can do. The Poison Cure Berry also coming into effect. I chose those items well. That's it. Alright, let's go to the Pokemon Center and then fight the second gym leader. Well, I guess I can get Wooper since you need Surf to get Lapras on Friday. That is true. Yeah, maybe you can use Wooper for a while and then use Lapras once you can Surf. Not sure if I saved already, so let's do it potentially for a second time. Next to the Slowpoke. I'm Bugsy. I never lose when it comes to bug Pokemon. My research is going to make me the authority on bug Pokemon. Let me demonstrate what I've learned from my studies. True, and remember that, Nestor, that Shadow Ball is special in Gen 4, so I'm not sure how many of the 4th gym have that. That could be dangerous for the Psychics. Hey, look, it's a Metapod that knows more than Harden. It actually kept its Caterpie moves. Which proves to me that opposing Pokemon aren't like in Gen 1. It's not just, hey, you take the level up moves from that Pokemon at that level and then that's it. And then the gym leaders and the E4 members and the champion replace the third move on their signature Pokemon by something. Because that's how we established it was in Gen 1. But here they actually changed some of the movesets some more, which I like. Yeah, it's hard to get those types early game. Like, one of them I know isn't available until Kanto. One of them is... not sure when it becomes available, actually. I think there's only one that you can get. But you need to evolve something for it. Alright, Breeze takes out the Metapod. I knew that one would be pretty simple, especially with Poison Powder. So that's why I let Breeze do it. Stun Spore. Yes, Nestor, that's the one I'm referring to. Tail Whip one, because Synthesis is nice, but I do have healing items. I think we'll keep Tail Whip so that Breeze can do some stuff on its own, because for Synthesis I can use healing items. Stun Spore. Probably won't use it too much, maybe to help catch some Pokemon. Poison Powder is more for attacking. Kakuna has Poison Sting, is super effective, maybe a little bit dangerous. But the main reason I'm switching now is because Kakuna is part Poison type, and therefore Poison Powder just doesn't work on it. Poison isn't immune to poison, but Poison types are immune to Poison Powder. That's Kakuna. But now comes the big one. Scyther! From little Cocoon Pokemon that generally don't deal that much damage to Scyther. Something with really good stats. Bugsy's signature move is Fury Cutter. In this generation, that's only a 10 base power move. Only 10. And it's bug type. So it gets the 1.5 times multiplier, because Scyther is a bug type. But the thing with Fury Cutter is every time you use it in consecutive turns and successfully, it doubles in power. And later games, I think in Gen 4, Fury Cutter becomes 20 power, and then in like Gen 6 or something, it becomes 40 power at base. It always caps at 160. But you need to keep using it in a row. Like, it's now using Fury Cutter, and then it used Quick Attack, and then Fury Cutter. So Fury Cutter is still at 10 base power. If it would have used Fury Cutter all 3 turns, it would have been 40 power this turn. So just like a little bit with Rage, how I explained that around Gym 1. With Fury Cutter, it's more you in control, although I guess it has a 5% chance to miss. But as long as you keep hitting with it, and you don't heal in between, you don't use another move, anything like that, you don't get disrupted, the move does become stronger every turn. And in the long term can be really useful. But because it's really weak to start with, and you need to use it many times for it to be really strong, like it only starts being really strong on turn 4 onwards, it's generally not worth it, I feel. It's a little like Rollout, I guess. Rollout does double as well, but Rollout starts at triple the power. Fury Cutter starts at 10, Rollout starts at 30. Also, Rollout forces you to stay in the move, so I guess that's the negative thing about Rollout. while Fury Cutter allows you to do something else if you feel like, oh, I really need to heal or switch or use Quick Attack. But as I was saying that, we beat Scyther! And Flutters learns Hypnosis. 60 power, 60 accuracy move, so it's not great. But hey, it can help catching some Pokemon. I'm an expert on Pokemon. Your research isn't complete yet. I win, and I'm gonna take the badge. I got the Hive Badge! Do you know the benefits of Hive Badge? If you have it, Pokemon to level 30 will obey, referencing the level cap that I mentioned around Gym 1 as well with Onix. So Onix would, if it was level 11 or higher, it wouldn't listen to you because the standard cap is at 10. But now, up to level 30, it will obey again as normal. If it goes to 31, then it does weird things again. TM49, Bugsy's signature move in this game, that is Fury Cutter. Which I don't think I'll teach to any Pokemon, because as I said, it's not that great. I think Totodile can learn it. But considering it's only 10 base power at the start, no, Totodile can't even learn it, so it's not happening. And Totodile is actually the lowest level Pokemon. It's been level 14 for a while. I think it was like level 12 when we caught Mareep and Hoppip. It only gained 2 levels since, and Mareep and Hoppip are now 15. So your Machop is almost level 30. Have you not evolved it? Doesn't Machop evolve at like level 26? Something like that? If Walcott is working on a special ball, it takes a day. So the next day, we can come back. So maybe I'll come back here on a later stream. Maybe I won't. But you can't come back here on a later day to get that special ball that he made. We already have a lure ball from him. We will be making use of that later on, because I did say we needed the old rod. Aaron! Tell me something. Is it true that Team Rocket has returned? What? You beat them? Quit lying. You're not joking? Then let's see how good you are. Alright, first time since we saw him at the start of the game. Rival Aaron. You caught a Ghastly. Sometimes like rivals and other important trainers like that, especially rivals, they catch Pokemon that you can't get yet at that point. But I believe I did say Sprout Tower at night, I think you can catch a Ghastly, so it's possible. Trying to use Hypnosis. Ghastly's pretty fast, but I'm not letting them do it. And you called your rival loser. I guess I could do that at some point, but I don't think I will use names like that. Lick, that can paralyze, but I believe on scales I have a Paralysis Cure Berry? Hoppip and Hoot had already used their berries, so I actually should re-equip some berries. I think I have 1 or 2 more berries. Paralyze Cure Berry, that would be epic. Do I have it on it? Yes! I got the perfect ones! Was Confusion on Hoppip, Poison on Hoot Hoot, Paralysis on Scales. I equip these berries really well. This almost never works like this, but it just works. Awesome. Level 15 for Scales, that's nice. What's next? Bayleaf. Remember that Chikorita that they stole from Professor Elm? In the second rival battle, the first battle since your initial meeting, it's already evolved. And it's strong. Thing is, we have Flutters. Bayleaf level 16. Interesting thing. The rival starter in this battle will always be at level 16. In the original games, you have Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. They all evolve to their next form at level 16. Then Ivysaur becomes Venusaur 32, and the other still level 36. But base form to middle form, all level 16. Gen 2 doesn't have that. 2 of them are legal at level 16. Because one of them evolves at 14, one of them evolves at 16, but one of them only evolves at level 18. But it'll still be evolved in this battle to add to the difficulty of the game. But legally, it's not possible to obtain a Pokemon, to obtain that specific Pokemon in that battle. I guess I wouldn't mind too much if they keep using Growl, because then they just don't damage me with something else. Oh, critically, yeah, Razor Leaf does have an increased critical hit ratio. It's their strongest move. They have Tackle as well at this point, I believe. But Razor Leaf has 20 more power, it's 55 compared to Tackle's 35, and then Razor Leaf is Grass type, just like Bayleaf is, so that adds with the multiplier. Back again, they use Reflect, so unlike in Gen 1 it was only on the Pokemon, it was permanent but only on the Pokemon itself. Generation 2 onwards, Reflect works on every Pokemon on that side of the field, but it only takes 5 turns. So this is already turn 1, so 4 more turns of Reflect, 4 more turns of my physical move dealing half damage. Luckily, they only have a Zubat, so I'll be using a special move with Proton. Yes, that is indeed its evolution level. I specifically didn't mention which one evolves where, to not, I guess, spoil when mine evolves. Like, I could just say it, because I'm teaching people a lot of things about this game. So I could just say when certain Pokemon evolve. But I'm also always going into this with an idea of maybe people haven't played it, or I just want to give people the experience as if they don't know certain things. Or maybe they do have known a lot of things, but just forgot it. And then it'll be a little bit of a surprise when things happen, like when Pokemon evolve or something like that, or when they learn certain moves. So that's why I do... I wouldn't say it's spoilers, but I do try to hide such information a little bit. That's also why I didn't mention that Dark type by name earlier. Hey Anime Rush, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I hate the weak. Pokemon, trainers, it doesn't matter who or what. I'm going to be strong and wipe out the weak. That goes for Team Rocket too. They act big and tough in a group, but get them alone, and they're weak. I hate them all. You stay out of my way. A weakling like you is only a distraction. You say that, but I just beat you for the 2nd time in 2 fights. He is pretty strong, though. He is strong. I'll give him that. The only other trainer that is that strong at this point in the game is Bugsy. Although I guess Hiker Anthony was the one that gave me the biggest fight, the biggest challenge. But that was because I switched it to Totodile, and Totodile was already weak at that point. Let's see what we have. One bitter berry. Give skills. I do have a grass type at this point, but it doesn't have a grass move yet. So giving Miracle Seed to Hoppip isn't useful. Not until it gets a grass move. Alright, Alex first time. Again, it is still morning time in game. Even though it looks like night with the graphics like this, but that's just because it's a dense forest. We will come back here later on in the walkthrough, once we've gone through this, at nighttime, so quite possibly... that'll be the next stream, just at the start of the next stream when it's still nighttime. We will come back here and catch a Pokemon that is only obtainable at night. I could have made it nighttime for longer to catch the Hoothoot than to catch this, but then I couldn't have caught the Hoppip, and considering Hoppip is part of the main team, I definitely want to help him. Oh. My boss is going to be steaming. The Farfetch that cuts trees for charcoal took off on me. I can't go looking for it here in the Ilex Forest. It's too big, dark, and scary for me. Okay. And this isn't a huge forest. Farfetch is right here. Huh? That's weird. You give the nurse 6 Pokeballs, and your 6th is an egg. True, yeah, that is a little weird. I think in some later games it does actually change to 5 if you're holding an egg. But here, I guess it just counts how many things do you have in your party. And you have an egg in your party. Like, when you're sending out Pokemon, especially at the start of a trainer battle, it shows up as just a Pokemon with a cross through it, so it counts as like a fainted Pokemon, I guess, in that sense. It's the missing Pokemon, Farfetch. Ah! It goes away. And then you probably want to go after it, and then it goes ah! Again, and then it goes that way. The thing is, it will always run the opposite direction of where you talk to it. So if I talk to it from here, it'll go to the right. The fastest way to get him back to the owner is to talk to the Farfetch from the right here, and then just walk back, keep talking to him from the top and once from the right. However, I want to explore the rest of the forest too. Good morning, it's me, Joey. How you doing? My Rattata's looking awesome. I wish I could show you. Oh yeah, I managed to beat a tough Caterpie. I need to make my party stronger. See you later. Well, he's really training against a bunch of Caterpies. Right, I just want to show off where Farfetch can go. Farfetch goes here. Just show you where it can go while I explore this place. Yeah, remake has 2 Farfetch and a different puzzle. It's somewhat of a difficult puzzle. You have to really look well to where you can walk and understand the mechanics of it. But it's a fun puzzle. I like puzzles like that. Item here. Revive. I wonder where exactly on the left it is. Is it somewhere I can reach from here? It is, that's good. Okay. Otherwise I would have had to walk around. We'll talk to him from the top. Let's talk to them because we don't know if it's a male or female Farfetch'd. To force it to go down. Are you gonna compete in bug catching contests when you get there? Yes. I will show that off at least once and also try to win. I'm not sure if I'll explain the full details of the bug catching contest and the mechanics of it and the point system, but I do intend to do that at some point. Yeah. If there's something special in the game, like the contest, like the bug catching contest or Pokemon contest or the musical, anything like that, I do intend to show that off. Like in the Gen 3 games, and also Gen 4, but especially Gen 3 because I like the contest there more. I will go through normal all the way to Master, hopefully with one Pokemon. Well, the Master will be difficult. So maybe if that doesn't work, like as a bonus episode, I'll just go through all of them with a newly trained, specifically for contest Pokemon. Because in the standard walkthrough, I'll probably just do it with a Pokemon that I happen to have on my team. Oh, Venona, okay. Not many people use a Venona on their main playthrough, so that might be something I should think about. Alright, because we saved the Farfetch, we get HM01. The HM for Cut, which allows us to get through that tree over there. And we will teach that to one of the Pokemon that is currently on our team. We're actually going to teach it to Totodile. to scales. There's a few different Pokemon that could use cut at this point in the game. Sandshrew, you could catch that Union Cave. I think you can catch Paris in Ilex Forest at night as well. Not entirely sure. That can use cut. A few other Pokemon. But we have this. We got rid of Rage. We don't really intend to use it. Let's cut slightly stronger than Scratch. So let's check Scales' summary. How different is its attack from Special? Not that different. I knew attack was higher, but because it's female, it's not a high attack. But we don't actually know what its special attack IV is like. We just have an idea. I just know it's 0 or 1 in attack because of its gender. Not all female Pokemon have 0 or 1. It's also based on a gender ratio. Because it's a 1 in 8 chance for a Totodile to be female, and it is female, I know it's 0 or 1. Cut. You might be wondering, why am I going back? It's to get an item. An item that we can't really make use of yet. It's sort of like the Miracle Seed. Actually, the Miracle Seed I'm going to put in the box because we can't use it yet. This item is like it. Remember how the guy with the Farfetch'd and it's his apprentice, like, they were behind us, right? Yeah, they're right here. If you go back to them... not to him, because we got cut from him. This guy? As a thank you if we get a charcoal. We can buy it for almost 10,000 Pokédollars in the mart, but we can just get one for free here as well. I didn't know this the first few times I played, because why would I ever go back here? And to this specific house that isn't important to the plot. Well, this is possible to do. So, I'm gonna put the Miracle Seed and the charcoal in the box just to save some space in the bag. And once I have a Fire type move or a Grass type move on my Pokemon, that's when I'll get it back out.